Abend. Ich bin Sudha, and I have this proud privilege of presenting my country to everyone here. Thanks to AHP, thanks to GIZ and the German government for organizing this very informative and fruitful program. So India is changing every day. I had this opportunity of talking with few of the participants before the initiation of the program, that what is their perspective about India. India is something which is changing every day. India is in the transformative period of its journey. We are the country which is growing at the rate of 7%. For over 2-3 years we have grown at the highest pace, that is 8%, 8 to 9% on an average, and this pace is going to continue for another 10 years to come at least. And this is not me who is speaking, it is all the World Bank, IMF and lot of international bodies which have estimated this growth rate. And this growth rate is something which is driven by lot of factors which we are experiencing right now. And one of the key factors that India has to its advantage is our demographic dividend. We are the young country. Only 35% of our people are dependents. 65% of our people are below the age of 35. We are the aspirational country. We are the country which is full of the labor force, which is educated, which is agile, which is trained, and more importantly, which is hungry for growth. One of the important factor is ease of doing business that has improved a lot. We have moved from 140th position to 63rd position within a span of few years. And this is driven by a lot of factors that we have, with our stable government, we have worked on. When you talk about our taxes, we are not one of the lowest country with taxes. We have average taxes, but it has been increasingly coming down. Most of our regulatory framework is right now digital. 80% of our compliances, 80% of our communication with the government is online. We are not going to the tax authorities. Everything is online. Our exit in India is easy. Exit from India is easy. Entering India is easy. And there is a mediation act which has been passed. There is resolution of dispute that is happening very fast. So I want to break the barriers which we had about India. India is changing. India is changing every day. We have our government support with regard to the policy. In fact, for the companies which we want to invest from Germany to India, there is Made in India Mittelstand, which is proposed, which is run by the Indian government through the Embassy of India in Berlin, which promotes the German entities to invest in India. We have a developed and safe regulatory system. If you are investing in India, if you are chasing Indian market, it is safe, it is highly regulated, and the insurance is there of all the investments. We have very developed capital market, our BSE, NSE, we have very robust developed market, stock markets. Also, we have the investments which is coming in India is all online. India is an open country. You can invest mostly in all the sectors except for few which are prohibited for investment. It is one of the highest receiving country with regard to foreign direct investment. So that shows the trust of the globe, the trust of worldwide companies are placing on India. So the investment which has come in India is whopping $6,66,477 million. This is the investment which has come in India within the period of 20 years, and we are one of the highest recipient of foreign direct investment, and I'm proud of that fact. And not only that, that we are recipient only, the investment which is going out of India, is also because Indian economy is maturing now, our organizations are increasing in size, our organizations are earning profits, they are able to invest outside India. And if you can see, in the month of March only, in 1 month only, the investment which has gone out of India is around $4,000 million. So this investment is not only going in large companies. It's not only the large companies which are investing, it is the smaller entities which are also investing. And investment is going all around the world. Investment is coming to Germany, investment is coming to US, investment is coming all around the world. And this investment needs to be tapped. We are open, and there are opportunities that needs to be tapped. In fact, Germany and India are very good trade partners. Germany is 7th biggest investor in India, and India also invests in Germany. We have around 200 companies from India which have invested in Germany. So with regard to women in India, as far as women of India is concerned, there are two aspects of it. One, we are dynamic, confident, professional, highly educated and decision makers. So these are the women of India that I would like to present to you. We are all here trying to expand our business on our own terms. And also, our finance minister is a woman. Our president is women. 33% of our parliament is reserved for women. We have compulsorily board seat in the listed entities. That is required, that every listed Indian company has to have a women director on its board. We have highly compliant POSH system, that is prevention of sexual harassment. A company having more than 10 employees, 10 women employees, have to have a sexual harassment committee, which have to have a person from outside the company to be heading that committee. And it's very, very highly regulated and tracked act in India. We have a dedicated ministry for women welfare and child development. We have a lot of government schemes which are running specifically for women. Also, there was an abolition of triple talaq that happened in India very recently. And there is an increasingly women involvement in the workforce has increased from 23% to 37% of late. This is one side of women in India, but we do have another side of women in India where we do face female foeticide till now. Approximately 1 lakh women, female child, never gets to live their life. We are still living in a patriarchal society. There are a lot of shifts that needs to happen in our society with regard to women. But yes, a lot has happened and lot is happening right now. We are a very aspirational, very good market. We are a global market run by young, aspirational startups, entrepreneurs. And a few of the challenges that we presently facing is our population. We are a huge country with a huge population to take together. And the population is very diversified. So I was just talking with Simone, and she was saying that you must be talking in English with each other because in India, language changes every 2 kilometers. Food changes every 2 kilometers. But somehow we are very integrated. But yes, it's a challenge to take everyone along. Any government policy needs to percolate down, it becomes a challenge. That's one of the challenge and social setup of India. As I said, we are a patriarchal society. Still in India, if we are putting our parents in an old age home, it's absolutely not taken good. So that thing and so many other social factors which are different from the other countries. Reliability, although a lot of reliability has improved, our credit score has improved worldwide by World Bank, but still we are on a low scale. That's why we don't get good loan. And I think with the recent election that are going to happen, and because of which we will be able to get more stable government, we should be having better credit score of our country. Disparity of income, that is striking difference between the people in India. 1% of people have 22% of the income, and the below 50% is earned by 50% of the population. So disparity of income is one of the challenge that we are facing. However, we are the country which is rich in resources, which is rich in our mineral, which is rich in workforce, which is rich in English language, which makes us truly international. And our laws are simple, our laws are online, it helps us. You to invest in India, we are open. So do explore the collaboration with India, do invest in India, and also do the partnerships, try to explore as much as you can, and you need to visit India to understand India. Again, thank you.